Welcome to the Witching Hour Podcast, your home for horror. Keep it evil.
Have you ever worried about chemical nuclear meltdown, chemical warfare, the dead coming back to life? Well, I'm here to discuss a film from a couple years ago. It was from 2020, called Zombies from Sector 9. The film was written and directed by Rob. I'm going to give it a shot. Rob Cias. Rob, I hope I'm not terrorizing your name. I apologize if I do. Trust me, I've had one of those last names that even in school teachers were fucking butchering. Um, anyhow, this is after a nuclear meltdown. The dead are coming back to life. You've got groups of raiders that are taking advantage of not only the land, but of some of the female undead, perhaps. And it is up to our hero, Bookwalker, to save us all. So, um, Rob's movie, I'm going to tell you what, if this film had actually been released 20, 30, Jesus Christ, I'm old. Um, a long time ago, let's just say back in like the mid 80s. Mid 80s, I grew up, and if there was a post-apocalyptic movie out there, I had a hard on for it. I was all about that shit. Whether they had zombies or it was just people fighting for the wasteland, just fighting for survival, wearing shoulder pads, and somehow after war, everyone has a fucking mohawk and skulls on their motorcycles and shit. Well, Rob doesn't quite go that far, but the same feel is there. So if you were to take The Walking Dead and put a spin of, I'm going to go as far as to say a hint of Road Warrior, Mad Max, kind of feel-ish, wasteland, one man survival kind of a thing. You would have Zombies from Sector 9. Now, the opening is you see a very, very high tech UFO comes down and it shoots lasers onto a nuclear power plant. You, I'm so full of shit. These effects are such indie. It's beautiful. Um, there's an alien thing, I think, inside of the power plant. Kind of looks like a um I don't know what the fuck it looks like. Almost like an elongated pine cone sack with like hooks or teeth or something on it. And that's the alien thing, I think. But it was bad as shit. So, if you watch back into the earliest days of TV, cinema, black and white old sci-fi movies, man, they were so bad. They were the best fucking thing you'd ever want to watch, where you would literally see like two paper plates glued together, spray painted, and you could see a little string. Okay, well, Rob is obviously a lot more advanced than that because he used three paper plates. I'm kidding. No, 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 no. This is indie full through and through. This is the heartbeat of indie, the heartbeat of a good zombie indie aftermath survival film. Um, Now it doesn't have to go when I say groups of raiders. There are those um, that will depict, it'll show they will have a chained female that is turning, and they will make comments sexually towards it just before our hero shows up and takes their lives instead. So the ugliness is there, the feel is there without having to go through all the ugly effects that certain movies would have done back in the day. Um, it does jump around a little bit. So at some points you're watching a scene and then the next scene you're kind of like, wait a minute, what? Okay, but then the next scene it kind of bounces back. So overall, just pay attention. The movie does move at a good pace. Um, it's 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 got some good acting. It's got some good kill scenes. Practical effects, my God, Rob, I absolutely love you for all of this. I swear there was actually a couple faces that had prosthetics on it that I actually saw the corners of them were peeling up, and I actually liked that. I did. Some people are going to say, "Oh, that's so cheesy," but it actually kind of added to the effect of someone's face was actually like peeling right off of their skull, off of their face, and it worked. Whether it was an honest editing mistake or they just said, "Fuck it, roll with it," it still worked. Characters are likable. Our friend Bookwalker, just like Mad Max, is victim to his own family, wife, and young child, becoming a victim of of a zombie attack. So whether they are the actual zombies or they are undead by nuclear shit in their brains from the alien explosion of the nuclear power plant, which was a huge issue and concern when I was a kid also. Look that shit up. So you never know, man. That shit might have been like foreseeing the future in some of these films and not too off the beaten path of the big question of what if. Now, speaking of what if Rob didn't have a fire extinguisher on set for a low budget indie movie, these guys actually had a man on fire. No, I don't mean standing in front of a really bad green screen. I mean full on fire. Now, maybe there was an accident on set and they just happened to have rolled with it. Just kidding. They did a great fucking job and mucho props, dude, because you don't see that in a whole lot of indie films. You don't see that in a whole lot of anything other than high dollar, big budget Hollywood bullshit movies. So, definite high fives to everyone involved in that scene, especially the actor, slash, I'm assuming, was some sort of professional stunt person. Knock on wood. So that was unexpected, and again, major kudos for that. Like I said, the film's got a really good pace to it. It doesn't leave you bored. It's got a good score to it. Um, oh my God. And one last thing I wanted to mention, during the ending credits, there is a song called Zombies from Sector 9 performed by Deadites. Holy shit, dude. At first I thought it was the Misfits, then I was like, no, no, definitely not the Misfits. And I'm rattling off all of these horror punk bands that I know of, and I'm like, no, no, no. And finally, asked a dear friend of mine if he knew because he actually suggested that I give Zombies from Sector 9 a watch. And he was actually able to look it up for me and find out. And dude, this song, if you would like horror songs, not heavy metal, not, kind of the horror punk, borderline misfits-ish kind of a sound, you are going to love this fucking song, dude, because it's incredible. I mean, great production, great sound, just everything. Where was the film filmed? Oh, I don't know. I know it wasn't in America, I don't believe. Um, but regardless, I heard it was out of print. Where did I get the film from? It was forwarded to me from, I think, from Mega City Films, Mega City Media, I believe, is who was distributing for the film, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But last I'd heard at one point they were out of it. So definitely do some research, try to find the film, and definitely watch it. Kick back. It is a good time. Again, me comparing to The Walking Dead and one of the greatest films of all time, The Road Warrior, doesn't mean it has its budget. Don't look at me afterwards and say, dude, that was nothing fucking like The Road Warrior. I didn't say it was The Road Warrior. I said it had a feel. One man, survival, apocalypse, lost his family, kind of on the edge, becomes his own little superhero. And he's actually got a little Bunsen burner and a little tin, and he pours baked beans into it, and he survives off of baked beans. But while them fuckers are heating up, he's still out there kung fu fighting and helping to save the world. And as soon as he kills that said undead, he comes right back and he starts stirring his little tin and living off baked beans, man. I'm telling you, it's the future right there. Guys, I am John with the Witching Hour podcast. I forgot to thank you for joining me after my introduction, but this is still the podcast and it is still the Witching Hour, and I am still John. And if you remember a couple episodes ago, I mentioned this, and I wanted to refresh your memories that underneath the clothes that I'm wearing, I am completely naked. How's that for you? I hope you guys have a great weekend. For those of you enjoying the football festival, go team. Have a good time. Be safe. I got a lot more movies. I got a special treat from Unearthed Films coming up. I've got a great interview lined up for this weekend. Man, I just got a whole lot of shit. I just don't have enough time, enough days in the hour, but I'm always going to be here for you guys, like you guys have been for me. Subscribers have been subscribing, and more and more and more. I definitely want to thank my sponsors. One, of course, being Mega City Media, Hack from Hack's Horror Show, um, Blood Pack Films. Thank you guys for everything. It's been a great season so far. Like I said, a little bit overwhelmed. Everybody that has sent me and forwarded me screeners, I thank you. I have watched a few. I'm trying to do a few, do the reviews, get them all edited, posted, and so forth. I have not forgotten about anybody. You're all on my list. Trust me. I'm getting to everybody. I'm not trying to stretch it out and make you think that I forgot about you, because I have not. I'm very grateful that you guys have come to me with your projects. That means a lot to me. Maybe one day I can hopefully ask you to return the favor when I finally get my script 100%, get the funding, and do my own thing. But until I do, keep subscribing. If you have seen Zombies from Sector 9, leave me a comment. If it sounds interesting, leave me a comment. If you can't believe that I was already watching movies in the mid 80s, no, don't leave a comment on that one. Anyhow, I'm just teasing. Also, every day, man, I've got a handful of really great um, images and logos and stuff for the Witching Hour podcast on TeePublic, teepublic.com. Actually, I'm not. It is under I changed the name of it in honor of my dear friend and I, who passed away. He and I were going to start a small clothing line together. And he came up with the name Fear and Clothing. Look it up. I will try to remember to put the link in the comment section down below. T-shirts, hoodies, whatever. All kinds of really awesome fucking designs, and everything is always on some kind of sale. All right, I make like $1 or $2 on stuff that I sell, and that's it. And it all goes right back into the show. Better lighting, better camera, better sound, hopefully a better face one day to make you guys enjoy it all that much more. But in the meantime, please remember to always hit subscribe. Tell your friends if you like the show, share it. Share it amongst your friends. This is the horror community. If you got a friend, you got somebody who's done a project, you're in a project, you got a project coming up, you want to talk about it, you want me to help you exploit and whore that little bitch out, hit me up, man. We will talk, and I will pimp your ass all day, and I will not care how you feel at the end of the night. Just kidding. I'm John with the Witching Hour Podcast, you guys. Thank you so much for coming. I hope to see you guys again. Tell a friend, and tell a friend, and tell a friend. You know the whole story. Talk to y'all soon. Thanks again, guys. Keep it evil.